these things happen. Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to be starting in a couple more minutes. Pretty cool updates we have this week for everyone. We're going to run also our battle royales.
Quite a lot happening. Just heard there is a ledger exploit, and there is like over 600,000 US dollar that have been drained so far.
It was
And
me.
they even
It was me.
give it back, give it back.
Nobody
No,
say
but I think
anything.
that feels quite bad, right? To be honest, because yeah, I mean, ledger is something which you feel like safety, right? I mean, I'm using Ledger quite often for the company and even for myself. So having this being, yeah, need to investigate.
Yep.
Feels okay. Yeah, treasure. Oh, I see. There was like a small whale on our treasure proposal. Is that true? That looks awesome.
Again,
If that is true,
if you do the maths, you'll see
it's you.
those 600,000 may have been put to. I did it for Ajuna.
Okay.
It's for the
Hey,
voting.
what a nice Christmas gift from
Yes,
you.
we're submitting
Thank
now a white hacker sort of back to Ledger so we can tell them how I did it. But no, no,
uh,
but no, it's actually
that
pretty
is
bad. You're right.
that's a good one. Yeah.
So hello
Yeah,
everyone. I
cool.
think I think we can start, and we can start sort of as usual with our
Battle
battle royale.
Royale.
And yeah, as Cedric is sort of setting it up, I'll maybe give you sort of an overview of the agenda. We'll talk a bit about Unity. Things seem to be moving ahead, which we're really happy about from both fronts and on proposal part one and part two. As who mentioned it? I think it was
Robinho.
Robinho.
I
Yeah,
think it's Robinho.
it looks pretty good at this point. So we're very happy about that. We'll give you a short update on Big Balls of Bayou, just show you a couple of things, and also on the missions. We'll give you sort of a bit of again an overview of what happened sort of on the technical side this week, just a little progress, and we'll close out sort of with a bit of what to expect next week, and yeah, maybe we'll see also together how we will do our community calls over the holiday period. And yeah, that's I think what we are up to. As you can see, it's up, sign up, about a minute to go. Will be a nice Christmas gift if anything launched this month, like Mission and Season 3, newer mobile app. We'll update you on all these things. By
We
Albert.
will tell you
Be Crypto, you're
more.
switching to Treasure. Yeah.
There is another one which was also quite famous, which I received at the beginning of the launch of Bayou Network as a gift from this company. I don't remember how it's called. Key
Keystone.
One, Keystone,
Yeah.
Keystone, which I really liked a lot. Like the design felt really cool.
Okay.
Is it Keystone?
I
Yeah, I think it's Keystone. Keystone Wallet, right?
It might be.
Yeah, it's Keystone. It feels really good, like very professional.
Okay.
Feels like a small mobile app. It's very, yeah, it really feels good. But I'm not sure. I mean, I'm far away from knowing how technically good they are or aren't. So, yeah. Cool. I think it started the Rumble Royal session.
Here we go.
And I think next week, just like a small teaser, we will do a Christmas gift.
Hmm.
We will find out, right, Nicholas? Something
We
for
will.
the community, right?
Hmm.
It's like the 21st of December, so
True.
a small Christmas gift.
Exactly. Should be fun. Royal Rumble started. That's not bad, right? Robinho policing. Very good, thank you. Correct. 22 left after 3 rounds. Let's see the casualties.
18 left.
Am I in? Have I survived? Not sure. Carp took out Cedric. 14 left.
Thank you. I will get resurrected in the last round.
Carp is going for it. He's slaying everyone. Took another one out. Be Crypto feeling confident. Let's see how that pans out. 2 minute is out. Sandro is out. Down to 8. Carp eventually. And Be Crypto met their fate. I assume I'm alive. And winning, hopefully. No? Resurrection, of course. Aha. Cedric, you did get resurrected. So, back to 11. Now I need to come out of my camping. The Squire took out again 2 people. 7 left.
Are you sure you hit the words?
Yeah. I mean,
I told you I'm gonna get resurrected, right?
you did, but
But I already got killed again. Yeah, thanks a lot. That was like a short one.
yeah. I was in. I've pressed in. I can't be camping. I either got slayed in the first round and not even mentioned, like sort of like it's not even worth it. Yeah, probably. The Squire. Congrats.
Hey, wow, nice one.
Congratulations.
That's nice. So I'm gonna choose like, give me like a minute. I'm gonna try to find something valuable for you. Let's see. We will take a legendary, and it will be a crazy dude, maybe. Let me see. Is there a cool crazy dude?
Congratulations.
Yeah, let me take this one. I will take this one. So the random is gonna come to you. Oh, let me find man user ID. True. Duck. Let me check your account fast, just to be sure. Oh, I think Dimension bot is down. I'm gonna like start it fast. I mean, you can continue. I will have the screen
Sure.
sharing, so people will see in the background what I'm doing.
Then yeah, maybe just sort of an update on Unity. So as we can confirm now, the contract has been signed between Unity and Parity. We are sort of already getting in contact both on the technical side and slowly also on the, let's say, business development and marketing side with them, which means that we expect, I hope, that sort of the technical work, which includes a couple of steps which we see over the next 7 to 8 weeks to be completed, to start pretty quickly. And so having now that sort of done already, we have already launched part 2 of the proposal. This is something that most of you and most, I think, of the community have seen up in a discussion for the past month or so. So we're really happy that's also being up. It seems that we have quite good support already. And yeah, I think it's really, really important that we manage to get that also sort of confirmed over the next 30 days, because that will give the opportunity not only for the ecosystem but also for us to really be able to push the gaming narrative and sort of gaming on Polkadot over the next sort of few months. Now, this proposal includes things like sort of events that we will be participating. So we expect as sort of Polkadot to be able to be present at sort of the Games Developer Conference in San Francisco in March, in the summer to be at Gamescom, the Tokyo Game Show. It includes a budget there in order for different teams to be able to further develop sort of the tooling that's needed around this Unity SDK to be able to make sure that we have it to be top of the class. And yeah, pretty exciting stuff. Go read about it. Go support it if you like it. And yeah, pretty good. Now, another sort of extension also into to all of that is, as Cedric has mentioned a few times, and he'll share a bit of information of what we're sort of seeing here in the presentation, is about Hexalem. Hexalem is going to be part of the hackathon on the 22nd, I think, of December. We'll confirm the dates
Yes.
and everything around it. But that's been the work that sort of Cedric has been supporting the Substrate Gaming organization in order sort of to present it to the hackathon, and it will also be sort of the, let's say, the showcase or the first implementation of the Polkadot Unity SDK and present in the Unity Asset Store at launch. So yeah, maybe Cedric, you can share a bit more
Yeah,
about that.
I mean, you mentioned it quite straight. Yeah, I mean, so I'm helping like a small team for the hackathon, obviously doing the whole Unity part and helping them to like connect the dots, like how you connect the backend and stuff like that. So, and additionally, like the purpose for Ajuna being involved here is obviously to create the Unity SDK and have like also a demo game, which we also would like to evolve. Like, so this is just like the first part. We would like to evolve on it, but also have it like as an asset in the Unity Asset Store, so everyone can use it and see how easy like it is to create a game with Unity and the blockchain in the background.
Very
Pre-sale, just yeah. So there was like just a small question, like one question was the partnership. I will just comment this. We had like 2 days ago automate like an introduction to the Mochaverse, so we are very active there. We had a discussion with one of the I'm not a partnership lead, but with one of the community leaders there, and we will prepare like missions and quests, and obviously, yeah, I mean, Big Balls of Bayonne, which would be a really good fit for a Mochaverse collab. But this is more towards end of March, like a little bit towards the launch of the Ajuna network also. Yeah.
yeah. So now maybe for the missions and quests, and this was sort of part a bit of um, the thinking that we were doing also from past week or the past week as we explained. So now we're looking to see how we can this potentially put it in a way that it can be super interesting for projects outside of our ecosystem. That's sort of what Cedric mentioned here, the Mochaverse. So that's what we're trying here to explore. So we've put sort of together some visual guide of how we would be able to introduce both sort of what we're doing right now, but the potential of being able to create experience like that for other collections, not only for the Awesome Wayun avatars. So yeah, we will see. I think that's something that we're pretty excited to push forward, both in within sort of the ecosystem, but also trying to explore these possibilities with the Mochaverse a bit outside. And I think that's sort of the majority of the news that we have. We have a few more things, but we said that we're going to sort of switch it around a bit this time and again sort of run the second Rumble Royale soon. But yeah, I don't know if is there something for the missions or sort of the thinking outside of sort of the ecosystem or sort of what we're trying to accomplish that you'd like us to further discuss, sort of, Cedric.
Yeah, so the missions and quests, it's quite that there is like a few things. Like missions and quests is like a really natural evolvement for NFT utility. It's also, I mean, there is a question like from Perfda around the Mochaverse. So Mochaverse is the Animoca brand's portfolio DAO in some way, where they have all the communities of all portfolio companies more or less in it. It's quite big. and they released for portfolio companies an NFT. The NFT was very cheap when we bought them, and it is growing very much, and they are trying to create utility on it. Now, when we look what they are creating a kind of utility, then they are like very low in technical solutions. And missions and quests would obviously be a very good thing that they could use, for example, to create on-chain missions and stuff like that. So we are trying to find ways to interact with, for example, the Mochaverse community and create products where we can access them. So Mochaverse also created an ID, like these Mocha IDs, and there have been like I think around 100,000 so far, and there is like 8,000 NFT holders from them. So accessing this community for Bayun, big balls of Bayuns, and also for the missions makes a lot of sense. The thing is, like, we need to find ways that the make this collaboration like for both sides a win, right? So
Yep.
it needs a little bit more than, it's not just like, hey, let's do a giveaway and then like 2 weeks later it's done, they get the stuff and it's over. It needs to be something which is more, and it's also like tied to a product where we can really get them into it.
Yep. And I think, I mean, that's why we're taking the approach here of trying to see from a technical point of view how we can add value, and because sort of that's the most straightforward path. And I think what we are trying to achieve here, which is essentially trying to create engaging experience or create engagement tools which are on chain, fits very well for the type of narratives that the Mochaverse is trying to create for their community. I mean, even a simple example right now of a low tech solution that they have is that staking essentially in there is passive staking, right? In their sort of case, it means just simply don't move your assets. But what they are good at is to sort of to making sure that for a holder of this Mochaverse or eventually somebody who has the Mocha ID, that they will be able to have different type of things that they can test out and have fun or invest in, depending on what it is that they're given to the community by the way that they do it. So yeah, I think we can be a very very good solution and
Yeah.
supportive, let's say, uh, a partner there. But it takes time. That's right. This is the other thing.
Exactly. So it's a big company, and it takes time. And also, like, for example, like, I mean, the really cool thing which would really showcase all our products would be when Wildcard is live, right? Then then those things start to be really interesting, because then you can like take your Mochaverse from Ethereum, move it to the Bayou network or to the Ajuna network, and then join quests
Yep.
and do missions and get rewarded and do really cool things. And then we could even do like joint stuff where you say, I take an avatar and a Mocha NFT, and together you get something special, right? So then those things start to make a lot of sense. So that's why I think like every product in some way like fits like as one puzzle piece into our picture. But yeah, they also include like a lot of technical challenges. So yeah.
Very good. So I think, yeah, I said that's the general update. We can start kicking off Rumble number 2, and I have a few more things that I can
Oh, exactly.
share with
I
you.
was about to, what I was about to say, you forgot something.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking that since when we run the Rumble,
Yeah.
we can, it takes some time, and sort of those 2 minutes that it starts, that there's an opportunity there that I can
Ah,
put
that
some
makes sense.
more
Yeah.
news. So we'll see how it works. Now I have signed up also, so I know. So next week we and just sort of before the or sort of for our holiday community call, we're gonna have the team over from Everloot. They're gonna join in our community call. They will give us some update on Stardust colonies. Hopefully, they'll be able to also show us a couple of things. So we're super excited about that. As you know, it's going to be one of the upcoming seasons for the also my Yuna avatars. So we're really, really happy about that. Next week they're going to be joining us on the technical work. I think again, as we sort of mentioned for the Unity SDK, that's sort of going to be quite a high priority for us over the upcoming weeks, and hopefully we're going to start soon. And yeah, I think Rococo is still in
Yeah,
progress
so
but positive.
I,
You can try and
I
tell us.
can give so I can give you an update on Rococo, which where we are trying or spearheading like the asynchronous baking endeavor, like Odyssey or however you should call it. So we managed to get asynchronous baking stable. And now we are not at 12 seconds or 6 seconds, we are at 18 seconds, but stable. So somehow something is not correctly, and we need to find out what's going on. And anyway, but they are at least stable now. But hopefully we get this resolved and get finally those 6 seconds, because when we get those 6 seconds in Rococo, I will feel very confident to also move forward in Kusama and for the Bayou network, and having 6 seconds would just be like amazing
Yeah.
also for the Bayouns, the big
It,
balls.
it seems that we've been trying all of this time to get a 50% reduction in sort of block times to end up with a 50% increase. But
Exactly.
yeah, at least it's sort of progress. But yeah, I think it was good sort of to mention sort of what's going on there. And as I said, yeah, with the Unity SDK, that's that. Also, the AAG show should be starting right after our community call. The plan is that I'm going to be sort of joining there to talk a bit about part two, as we said, of the Unity proposal. So if you have the time, jump in. It's always good to support the show. It's probably the best way to find out what's going on around governance and in our ecosystem. Probably at least the fastest way. In 1 hour, you can always catch up to everything. So be there, come and support. And yeah, Rumble is already ongoing, round 4. Cedric is out. The Squire is
Yeah.
out as a previous winner. I am. But let's be serious, I only care about myself, which I still can't see. How can I be not killing, not getting killed, and not camping? Let's see. $12 left. And there we go. I got wiped out, spun too hard, and died of toxicity. I died of toxicity. That's it. I pay for me hacking Ledger. What can you do? $7 left. With a resurrection. Kiwi is back. Aha! Oh, not again. Karpsama's right. Dark Friend. And 2 minutes crypto. Get revived. 2 minutes crypto returns to the dead. Be crypto if you're dealing with a malicious puppy. Yes, it is being recorded. So you have. Don't worry about it. So who won? Mr. XXX. Congratulations. You have won. Cedric, what has Mr. XXX won? You were third. Just so you know. Congrats. We'll see. Just you have to DM Cedric.
Yeah, so sorry for being out. I just read an email which will be very interesting for me and Nicholas.
Okay.
So give me a second. So yeah,
I think you're also
congratulations.
showing us the email on your screen, but it's okay.
Yeah, so this is like super interesting. Yeah.
Cool. So we have a winner. It's Mr. XXX. He slayed. you did end up third after resurrection. So
this will be super exciting.
I am contacting the administrator to understand what am I doing and why am I not winning constantly. How can I spin too hard and die? But yeah, any questions that you all have? Uh, Please, what's the AMA code? What's the AMA code, Captain? For what? I think I'm lost. The code is.
Let me just see first what I can. What I can give away here. Poroshenko, we will choose a giant
code
stick.
for Zili.
A giant wood stick.
What is team focus for 2024 Q1? There's actually quite a lot of stuff, which we have now in a row. You know what? Because that's a question we should deal properly. It's part of our next week's community call, sort of, as we said, our pre-holiday one to set out the agenda. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the things that you've already sort of seen, right? Sort of the big balls of Bayou, and a couple of other things will follow. So Albert, you'll allow us to address this properly in our next community call.
So perfect. So cool. So Nicholas, let's join for a discussion now.
Yes. Okay.
Together. Hey, and I sent this dude here.
Congrats again to Mr. X and Squire. I think
it went away. Oh no, it didn't went away. Give me a second. What did happen? To should go now.
Yeah.
Go.
I'll close with a small horror story. So yesterday, I went to get off the stitches from my knee, from my operation. There was very little pain, but the horrid thing about this is that feeling that a rope passing through your skin. I swear to God, the Swiss probably thought I have issues. The way that I was squirming and pretty much almost screaming. That's the end of my small horror story. But yeah, hey, everyone. The code is Nick Squirm. No, it's not. But yeah, hey. Thank you, the Squire. Everyone, have a great afternoon. I think we managed to keep it at 30 minutes. Albert, we will talk about Q1 2024 properly in our next community call. We will have also with us Everloot. So that's why it's a good time to talk about everything like that. Enjoy your afternoon. Join us a bit later on AAG. And yeah, have a great day.